yesterday I uploaded a video talking about the drama that was going on between Tayler and Chance after their son's 1-year-old birthday. And Chance, he ended up leaving Tayler recently, and they were going back and forth on whether Chance was going to come see Mason for his first birthday. So if you haven't seen that video, I suggest you check that out before this one. But let's start where we left off. So these are all the comments that were left after I made my video. So Tayler is telling Chance, look, you need to shut your mouth and you need to stop, because otherwise you're going to get us in trouble, because they're under contract because they're supposed to be coming back in December. And Chance said, what's wrong, Tayler? You want to get on your little Facebook, you want to do hickey and make all your little posts and comments about this. And then I'm not saying nothing outside of anything. You've already said you and your little Kiki and Kibitz man hater been blowing this ish out of the water, and honestly, if there wasn't enough that I had to deal with, are you little fake besties and then just all the extra, I think he said BS, like if that didn't make it hard enough, you had your little goof troop running around and acting like they know what the hell they're talking about. Guess what? I'm smarter than your average bear, and where it appears that I don't know how to keep my mouth shut, I just choose what I say and don't reveal the rest. So if you think for one more second that I'm going to sit here and actually let you hold my son rap for me, and I'm going to hold this contract like it means more, no, they don't work like that, girl. See, I get up on a daily basis, and I go to have time to get up on Facebook if I do. It's just because I check my notifications real quick, and then I'm done. But today, you know, is my son's birthday, and then I started seeing little posts here and there, and then I started seeing your post, and you got me effed up. And he said, because I ain't getting ready to play the bad guy not one more day. If you want me to delete my posts, you better get on there and delete every single one of yours. Or the next post you make better be the picture that you sent to me of you and your ex-boyfriend with you on his lap in the back of his SUV. And while you're at it, make another post of the fake Gmail you made that you put the fake Facebook account on that you were using to talk to him a year and a half ago. You remember the one time that you looked me in my eyes and you lied about? You try to blame your sister, and on top of it, I'm coming to take my son out for his birthday, and you alone can come with me or you can stay there. Because I got screenshots of all the ish, honey. I got screenshots of your secures bill. I got screenshots of your messages. Ain't your dumb little butt sent me a picture of you and him together instead of sending me a picture of my son for Halloween. Honestly, I don't care who you get with. That's your prerogative. And I mean, about you getting together before Halloween, like what day before? And if you didn't send me the picture, but I didn't ask for that picture, and you told me I had to ask for a picture of my son, and I'm not going against the contract. The information is already out there, and I didn't put it out there. You're playing with the wrong one. My mind is on straight. I don't do drugs. I don't drink alcohol, and I hardly even smoke cigarettes anymore. I work all day, and I'm putting together my playroom for my son in my house. Now you tell me, who the hell does that? Who sends a picture of them and their ex together but not a picture of their son? You're using him against me, and you sent a picture of you and your ex to further try to hurt my feelings and get under my skin. And you're wrong for doing that. If you don't think my son doesn't think about me, wonder where I'm at, it's effing with him. You know why? Because I was that little boy one time, and I would wonder where my mom was at. So don't let this ruin Mason's birthday. If you want to admit it or not, we both made mistakes and we were both wrong. I guess somewhere might matter who opened that door, but not here right now and not to me anymore. Don't ever use my son against me again and believe that's only hurting everybody, including Mason. So one person responded to Chance, and they're like, look, you need to stop, you're violating your NDA. And Chance is like, how am I violating my NDA when I'm just talking about information that was already shared by another party? And he says, so why? So she can put me out as a bad guy? But guess what? This bad guy has a bunch of good friends, and one of them is a lawyer. So I can't get in trouble for talking about something that's already being talked about. Then Tayler finally clapped back in the comments. She said, Chance, excuse you? I never not one time used Mason against you. Not one effing time. I told you go to the party multiple times. And on Halloween, you didn't even call. Not one time. You didn't ask for a picture, therefore I didn't send one. It's your responsibility to reach out if you want to see your son. I got my own ish to worry about. And honestly, I'm not ever going to beg no one to be a freaking dad. Shit, I'll be mom and dad. I don't give a F. Now, as far as all the other BS, I'm not going to call you out on all your ish, but you got me effed up. Now I'm trying to have a good day. Goodbye, sir. And then someone else said, so instead of acting pitiful on Facebook, if you want to see your son that badly, you would not be working and you would show up to his birthday party, and if everyone hates you so bad. And that's the thing, they gotta be adults here. I'm glad Tayler came out and cleared things up, because Chance was making it sound like he was trying to call his son, he was trying to see his son on Halloween, and Tayler was just ignoring him and he was begging for pictures. Instead, she sent him pictures with her ex, which I feel like Tayler probably just did that as some get back, because when Chance ended up cheating on Tayler, this girl that he cheated on her with, there's all these pictures this girl was posting on her social media of her and Chance all over each other, and I bet that hurt Tayler to see. So I feel like Tayler was just getting some get back. But Chance, if you want to talk to your son, then you got to make an attempt to reach out to your son. It's nobody's responsibility but you. I think he's still dealing with a lot of guilt and shame, and he doesn't know how to handle himself going back in front of Taylor's little girls again and knowing that he let them all down. So then Tayler responded. She said, it's not my responsibility to make you be involved, and you want to be involved, you call. Quit trying to make it look like it's my fault you're missing things, because it's not. And you know, all this time that they're going back and forth with each other on Facebook could have been time that he was on the phone with his son or seeing his son. Like, we gotta stop making excuses and just make things happen, because Mason deserves all the love in the world. And at this point, it looks like there's probably not going to be a chance of them reconciling with each other and getting back together. It sounds like Taylor's moved on and Chance has moved on as well. So I think if they have conversations in order for them to have a healthy co-parenting relationship, they just need to not talk about anything but what's going on with Mason. Because the wounds are just way too fresh right now, and they don't need to be taking their focus off their son right now, especially with everything that's going on. And now I want to talk about Haley. So I actually had one of Haley's neighbors reach out to me, and they did send me the confirmation proving that they're Haley's neighbor. And they said that Haley is a neighbor from hell. So according to them, Haley's got like 3 different dogs, and they're really big dogs, and she constantly just lets these dogs run wild and they're loose all the time. She never picks up after her dog. They also said that the cops are constantly getting called over to Haley's place, and that the 2 people that Haley was with before she was with Dalton, like she was with this girl before Dalton, she got this girl arrested and she went to jail for DV, and then she got the person she was with before that allegedly arrested for DV too, and then Dalton also got arrested. And apparently Haley and all her partners that she's been with since this neighbors moved next to her has always constantly heard Haley fighting with all her partners nonstop, coming out and fighting in the middle of the night. They said like her and that girl she was dating were fighting outside in the middle of the night, and it was about to get physical, and the cops were about to get called, and they finally went inside. But apparently they said that every single guy that Haley dates, she is fighting with them, calling the cops on them, and they claim that she never sees any of these people that Haley dates work. They always just move in and they're there all day just driving her car around, using her money. I asked what happened with Dalton, and they said that allegedly Dalton got caught cheating on Haley, and when Haley confronted him about it, that's what caused the whole incident. And the next thing you know, Haley called the cops on Dalton for putting hands on her, and then he was arrested. And they also said that Haley pretty much has a different boyfriend every single month, it seems like. And every single time, as soon as she gets a new guy, she's already having her son call them dad. And the neighbors said there's at least more than a handful of people that Haley's had her son call dad just in the past year alone. And I guess when Dalton ended up going to jail and Haley and him broke up, The next day, Haley had this dude that she's with now moving in with her, and he's been there ever since. And the neighbor says that he's there all day like her other boyfriends. He's never working, and that he drives her car around all the time. And now they're expecting a baby together. And the neighbor told me she's constantly hearing them fighting all the time. It's nonstop noise complaints, nonstop her son allegedly being locked out of the trailer because she's not home when he's there, and nonstop the dog just making messes everywhere. So the neighbor definitely said that Haley is a neighbor from hell, and she just wanted to share her experience. But that's it for this video, guys. Let me know what you guys think about everything in the comments below. Check out my lashes and cosmetics at AccordingtoAmber.com. I have some big Black Friday sales coming up, so stay tuned for that. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you for watching.